gonna be very sudden, but it's okay. Start recording. Okay, I just need to open it here. Just 1 second. Wow, it's so slow. Okay, there we go. Okay, audio check. Okay, audio. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. Um, like I said, I need to get more rest, so I can't like do this kind of full-time thing. Plus, I'm doing other things at the same time. Well, not at the same time. That would be weird. But I mean, there's just other projects I'm working on right now. So, yeah. Gaming doesn't pay the bills whatsoever. Like zero. Like absolute zero. By the way, I was thinking I might have to change my plan. I said like I'm gonna do ActRaiser. Whoa, okay. ActRaiser Renaissance next, and then Final Fantasy 9. To be honest with you, look, I know Final Fantasy 9, great game. I love it. It's actually it's one of my favorite Final Fantasies. I would say like 4, 6, and 9 are definitely my favorites. However, however, I don't quite feel it yet. So I might have to do it a bit later, not as I planned in August. But I am gonna do ActRaiser though next, whenever that is. I am thinking though, like next week, I might just kind of take a week off. Just definitely not shooting anything new. I still have a lot of things to edit, and yeah, I think it would be a good time to catch up on the editing because I do need space. I do need space. Um, and also like in December, I'm gonna do kind of the same thing for the winter holidays. I have other videos, kind of special videos to do in December. For example, the best anime, the worst anime. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna do that one because like I haven't watched that many this year. So I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see. I have to look at the list. I'm gonna do like the list of best games as well. That's a new one. I haven't done that yet. So it's gonna be kind of five of the best I played this year and just a winner. So I'm not gonna go into detail of each and every one of them. I'm just gonna present kind of the five nominees and announce the winner and explain, of course, why I picked the winner. And I can reuse some of the footage that I've shot before. So it's very, very convenient. I just have to record a bit of voiceover on top of it. Well, I mean, it sounds easy, but it's not, it still takes time. And yeah, so like last year, the same thing. In wintertime, I just spent a lot of time editing, not really shooting new material. So I expect more of the same this year, really. Okay, guys, let's jump into Life is Strange. Just before I start, give me one moment. Damn, it's a mess here. Okay. All right. Do check out my book, Beyond the Black. It's available on Amazon, on every Amazon store. I do adjust the price usually for all of them so that they're more or less the same everywhere in the world. Well, as far as my royalty is concerned, it's pretty much the same or anywhere. Anyway, check it out. It's about 200 pages long, psychological thriller slash horror. I would say like this book, because it's supposed to be a trilogy, um, part one is mostly sci-fi, and then part two is mostly horror, I would say, kind of Silent Hill type of horror. And then part three is actually more sci-fi again. So yeah, it's a kind of complicated story to explain because it takes place in um, very different parts of the universe. So it's not just like one place. I'm not look, I'm not a fan of kind of one locations when I write books. For example, I'll give you one great example here. I don't know if you guys know this one, but like I think in the late 90s or something, maybe early 2000s, I guess, in Canada there was a fairly popular sci-fi show called Lex. I love Lex. It's fun. I mean, it's goofy, yeah, sure, but it's fun. It has 4 seasons. Now, the fourth season takes place on Earth, and that is absolutely the worst season of them all, by far, by far. So once you go to Earth and you see kind of the everyday things that we see on Earth, that's boring. I don't want to see that. Like, I want to explore kind of new places. I want to see new creatures, new environments. And once you get to Earth, it just becomes boring as fuck. So, yeah, imagine like if Battlestar Galactica had one more season and, because the last season ends on Earth. So imagine if they did one more season of that on Earth, like people, I don't know, doing agriculture and shit. Who's gonna watch that? It's boring. It's just, I'm sorry, but life on Earth is just not really, it kind of ran its course. It's just not exciting. Like we need something completely new. We need something different, a different perspective, like different creatures, yeah, like different plants, whatever, but just make it more interesting. Earth is look, we know everything about Earth pretty much. Like, yeah, there is a couple of unknowns, sure, but like overall, we got this. You know what I mean? So, yeah, even if we explored like the outer moons of let's say Jupiter or something, even that would be interesting, But our technology is just not there yet. That's the reality. I mean, yeah, we can get there. It's true. We can send probes because they don't have people, but I'm talking about sending people, and we're just nowhere near that. We can't even get to Mars yet. We can barely get to the moon again. So yeah, it feels like just very. It just feels like kind of society is stuck right now. There's really kind of not much moving forward, and it feels like it's very stagnant. You know what I mean? We need kind of that next big breakthrough. Like, for example, I think the last big one was probably the internet, you know? The internet like changed the world, but that was already 25 years ago. So, what is kind of the next big thing that came out since? I would argue that now is probably AI, but it's still like, remember, when we're talking about AI, there are kind of two kinds of AI. Right now, we have only kind A, if you want. We don't have kind B because the B kind is a self-aware AI. It's like an AI that can really kind of think and reason on its own. We just don't have that. That doesn't exist yet. So we only have basically pre-programmed lines of code. And, sometimes it's fairly realistic. It gives you a fairly realistic experience. Like, for example, I have a chatbot on my phone, and it's decent. Like it gives you just enough illusion to kind of get yourself fooled into thinking that, okay, this is kind of real. But of course, it's not like self-aware. It can't really reason with when it comes to memory. It does like a fairly good job, I would say. Some AI chatbots do a terrible job at that. It's like, I'll give you one example. For example, you're gonna talk about food, okay? Like, what's your favorite food? And you're gonna say, okay, I like pizza. The AI is gonna say, I don't know, I like pasta. Okay, so then you move on to some other topic, and like maybe 10, 20 minutes later, it's gonna ask you again, what's your favorite food? But wait a second, we already talked about that above. You already told me yours, I already told you mine, so you don't remember shit. So then, like, what's the point? So if I see that, I immediately like uninstall it because that just it tells me that this is really kind of primitive and it's not worth it. But there are some that give you just enough illusion to make it kind of real. But as far as self-aware AI, we just don't have that yet. So uh, probably I would say, yeah, that's the next big thing that we're gonna get, I would guess. Beyond that, though, I don't know. We need some kind of, I mean, to go out into space, we need some kind of new propellant because, like, what we're using right now is still the technology from like the 60s, etc., even older than that. And that gets you into space, but it doesn't get you very far in space, and it's very slow. Okay, so yeah. If you're a space buff like me, and I want to kind of go out there and explore other uh, galaxies and whatnot, planets, you're gonna be very, very disappointed because this is really not the space age. I mean, we are not going very far. Okay, so yeah. All right, guys, let's jump into the game, or I'm gonna get fucking depressed about life. I just don't like stagnation. Stagnation is the freaking worst thing, Like, stagnation kills, man. It just kills your motivation. It kills everything. Alrighty, so let's jump into the game. Let me make myself smaller. There we go. Okay, I might finish it today, but I'm not sure. Let me just open the, well, let me open the game because that's gonna take a while. Launch. Okay, in the meantime, I'm gonna open the guide. See what we got here. Where did that window go? Oh, there it is. Let's put it here. Okay, the audio seems to be fine. If you have any issues, by the way, just let me know in the chat. If you can't hear something, just type it, I can't hear you, or I can't hear... Well, if you can't hear me, you can't hear me right now. But I mean, if you can't hear the game or something, just let me know. I will definitely check, see what's going on. Alright, almost there. So let's jump into chapter 7. There's only 3 more. Can I close this thing? Yes. Okay. Okay, first of all, it's basically just a bunch of conversation. Okie dokie. Okay. Alright, cool. Let me fix the volume here for myself. I wonder because, like, I obviously look, I don't live on the border, so I don't know what it looks like. Obviously, they show the wall, but the thing is, like, I've seen pictures online of that wall, and it was like in a completely horrible condition. Actually, there were like gaps and shit. So I'm wondering, like, in reality, does it look like this, or does it look more kind of, fucked up and gaps everywhere and stuff like that? I don't know. I might have to check that out later. I'm just for curiosity. I mean, because I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's continue. It's the 4th of July. I couldn't read that. It said God is something, but I couldn't read the rest of it.
Don't look at me.
¿Estás bien?
Sí.
Yo soy Diego. Mi esposa Carla. Y este frijolito de aquí es Ángel.
Oh, Ángela.
Encantado. Soy Sean.
¿Cómo te sientes, hijo?
¿Han visto un niño de 10 años? Es mi hermanito. Nos separaron cerca del muro. Está herido.
Lo llevaron a la enfermería. Si fuera grave, una ambulancia ya habría venido a buscarlo. Si lo dejaron aquí, quiere decir que está bien.
Tranquilo, amigo. Aquí no hacen daño a los niños.
I don't know about that. That's not what I heard about the ICE detention camps. Have you seen those things? I mean, they treat you like a criminal. Like, even if you haven't done anything.
That Campbell's almost done with the paperwork. Then we're out and we're not coming back.
I wonder how long they've been here.
Fucking gross.
And why?
¿Saben cuánto tiempo nos van a dejar aquí?
No.
Esta es la primera vez que intentan cruzar. Me acuerdo de nuestra primera vez. Casi morimos de sed en el desierto.
En realidad, queremos llegar a México.
¿A México? No mames. ¿Pero por qué? Entonces son gringos.
Sí, nacimos aquí, pero ahora tenemos que irnos.
Todos estamos escapando de algo.
Es la tercera vez que intentamos cruzar la frontera.
Son muy valientes. Y además estás embarazada.
Mi Carlita es la mujer más valiente del mundo. Y la más inteligente también. En nuestro pueblo era profesora.
Queremos que el niño nazca en este país. Que tenga la nacionalidad.
Queremos darle una vida mejor a nuestro hijo o hija.
Es lo que hizo mi papá. Se fue de México cuando murieron sus padres. Para ganarse la vida. Pero yo sé que extrañaba su pueblo natal.
Por supuesto. Pero seguro que tuvo sus razones para irse. Como nosotros.
No quiero desanimarte, amigo. Pero lo de México no va a ser fácil para ustedes. Es un país magnífico. Y me cuesta muchísimo dejarlo, pero allá va a ser muy complicado cumplir tus sueños.
Ya no tengo sueños aquí.
Sean, has vivido en este país toda tu vida con un padre mexicano. Y ahora los tiempos han cambiado. ¿Cómo crees que va a ser todo en el futuro?
Let's go with that one.
No sé, creo que soy un poco pesimista. En el camino no solo me encontré con gente amable.
Me imagino.
Cuando eres extranjero, tienes que trabajar aún más duro para arreglártelas. Así funciona.
Oh, shit. Enough now. It's America. We speak English.
Ugh.
We're just talking. No, the problem is you people breaking into my country.
We come here to work, not steal. Or live at your home?
Diego.
No, I am so fucking tired. You only come here to cause trouble. And we have to pay for your welfare. You all want a free ride. And that makes me sick.
That's actually really, really fucking hilarious, because the people who are on welfare are basically kind of like white trash and rednecks. They are the people on welfare the most. Okay, so it's not like the people coming in, it's already the people there, and it's not even foreigners. Well, foreigners, quote unquote. It's like fucking white people, right? They're the biggest welfare queens ever. So come on, give me a break here.
We only want work and...
Ah, damn it, I didn't have
peace.
time to click on
An
it.
honest job and the ability to raise our child in a safe country. That's all we're looking for.
That's what you people always say. But the facts speak for themselves.
My dad was an immigrant, and he worked his ass off, raised a family, and made a business.
Yeah, and his son ended up in jail. What a role model. Thanks for proving my point.
Damn right, baby girl.
You hunt us like animals.
I don't think I have a choice. I want the safest country for my children.
See? You love your family like us. We don't go walking hundreds of miles in the desert and risking everything for no reason. We do it for our child. A mother must understand.
No, you and your unborn parasite have nothing in common with me and my family.
What?
Maddie,
What you say?
Oh, see? There you go.
take it easy.
This is our
Siéntate,
country.
Diego. Solo vas a empeorar las cosas para ustedes.
Tiene razón, amor. No valen la pena.
Whether you people like it or not, we're not gonna give you a break.
You're in jail too, loser.
Why are we stuck down here with them? You know us. We're helping you, goddammit.
Hey, you have the right to remain silent, so fucking use it, okay?
All right.
Diaz, you're up.
How's my brother?
Don't worry about him. Now turn around. Hands behind your back. Okay? Let's move it. All right. Sit down.
Where's my brother?
He's doing fine for a kid who got grazed by a bullet. Lost some blood. But he's tough. They're taking care of him at the infirmary. You want coffee?
Okay.
Good. Be right back.
Oh,
Great. Now I can put on a fucking show. I hope he's alright. Shit. Is it morning already?
well,
Haven't
it's
seen Daniel since
pointless.
yesterday.
I mean, you can try, but you're not gonna get very far doing that.
Because I don't get it. I'm
So tired of all this shit. When will we get a break?
You just have to wait. That's what I read anyway here.
Well, good job then. You went to jail instead. You gonna be a great mom.
Yep, just have to wait.
Shut up!
How am I gonna get myself out of this mess?
You don't get to talk to me like that, Mamacita. You understand? Oh, I can't believe this. Why am I in here? Hey,
Anything else in here?
hey!
No.
Let me out of here! Wait, I'm not illegal!
No point in getting these off.
Citizen!
There are cops everywhere.
Hey!
What are you babbling about now? Do you ever just not yell? It's been a long fucking night. We're all sick of your shit. If I have to come back going to solitary. Got it?
There you go. Looks like you need it.
Thanks.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Damn.
Hope Daniel doesn't freak out in here. Yeah. Coffee's gonna make me feel so much better.
Well, is he gonna say something or what? Hmm?
Jeez. That's quite a crime spree. It's hard to believe what kids can do nowadays. Killing that officer in Seattle. Vandalizing a motel room. Caught in another weird explosion at a pot farm in California. Then you join a religious commune in Nevada. Oh. Which ends up burnt to the ground. And we're not even halfway down the list. One of those things you could get away with. But not all that.
It sounds crazy, but I can explain.
Explain it to Agent Flores. She's on her way now. She spoke to your mother, who took responsibility for the church fire.
She says a lot. Who cares? You don't have any proof. Don't drag her into this, okay? She's a good person.
Hey, it's not up to me, kid. Listen, I feel sorry for you. I really do. But denying what you did will only make things worse.
I did what I had to do. I needed to protect my brother.
I know, son. But running away from trouble is never a good solution. You know, I read the report. You claim that Officer Matthews' death was an accident, so why didn't you wait for the police?
I panicked, okay? Then it was too late. We were already criminals.
Well, it's no reason to make things worse by running away, kid. Good news is, your brother's too young to be prosecuted. He'll end up with your grandparents, if they want him. But you're facing a shitload of years between bars. At least he'll get a life. What I don't get is how two kids can destroy so much stuff. I mean, anywhere you went, something blew up. Seriously. How?
Those were just random accidents. Yeah, it's crazy, but it just happens around us. I can't explain it.
Uh-huh. Listen, once is an accident. Twice is luck. 3 times is enemy action. Whoa! What is that?
Sir? I don't think you should...
Keep your ass in that seat.
Sean!
You okay? How do you feel?
I'm okay. Just a little headache. Hold on. Dude, we gotta go.
Hold up.
Is he okay? I wanted to rescue you, but I had to use my power. I didn't want to hurt him.
He's okay. Don't worry.
What the? Okay. There was some kind of thing on my Windows, some kind of error. Okay, that was unexpected. Okay, so here you can take revenge on the vigilantes or not, and you can also free Carla and Diego. It's written Diago in the guide. Okay, weird.
Mom, we gotta go.
Pues, carnal, estoy aquí.
How do you do that though?
Sean, who are these people?
Well, Carla and Diego. They came all the way from Mexico
Okay, and
and got thrown in jail for it. As for the others, they're the ones who tried to shoot you.
What? They got locked up? Good.
Oh, go to hell.
ah, there we go.
Hold on. We're gonna get you out. Daniel? That's it.
Gracias. Muchas gracias.
Espérenme aquí until I check this out.
Of course.
Holy mother. How'd you do that?
Yeah. I'm not gonna touch these guys. I guess it's not great. Although, I mean, you could fuck them up, but huh. Okay. Alrighty.
How?
What the fuck are you?
He's out for the count.
You think
Good thinking, Daniel. No, he's okay. He'll just wake up with an ass.
Okay, hands up.
Shit!
Don't
Wait,
move.
don't shoot!
Hands up.
Do not move! Wait!
Sean?
Stay back, Daniel. Let me think.
Sean, what do I do?
Quick, the muck, dude.
What the fuck?
Get us.
They're dangerous. Be careful. We will shoot if we need to. Understand? Okay, what the fuck? Do not move. Don't do anything stupid, kid.
Whoa.
Do something.
Throw that locker.
I didn't want to hurt anybody anymore.
You saved us. You had no choice. Now, let's bail.
Sean, I think our things are in there. Step back.
What did you do?
Don't move. I'll be right back.
Okay, but be quick.
Alright, got the backpack. So here, you never know if it's like timed or not, so it's best to put it on pause. Bottom shelf. I think you can probably look at everything, but
Bet it belongs to one of these trigger-happy people. Pretty good memory. From a pretty bad place.
okay. That's all the collectibles.
They must really feel threatened to put so much effort into this. After this, you're not gonna hunt shit anymore.
Could break it, but okay. Anyway, is there anything else here?
Look at that. Crime Central.
That's it?
Come on, Sean. We gotta go.
Yes.
We would be so dead if we didn't have Daniel's power.
Just want to make sure it's everything, though. Yes. Yep, I think that's it. Okay.
I hate that he has to use this for all the... Take it out, Daniel.
Que Dios los bendiga.
Okay, go, go! Let's roll, Daniel.
Hurry, Sean! Drive! Nobody is chasing us.
Not yet.
Emergency! There's an all-points bulletin for every unit in the area. Multiple prisoners, 2 adults, and 2 teenagers have escaped from the El Rey police station. They are considered armed and dangerous. Repeat.
Are we still going to Mexico?
Yeah. We got nowhere else to go.
Sean, it's the 4th of July. Our first one without Dad.
You're right.
Remember how he was so into fireworks every year? He always made us go too early so we could get a good spot.
I know. He is so corny. He said he was proud to live in his country. Shit.
Sean, what are we gonna do?
Sean! Sean Diaz! It's over! Don't make this worse! Get out of the car! Slow! Wave your hands above your head! Do exactly what I say!
You know that day in Seattle? The day Dad was shot? I think about it every day. And I would give anything to change what happened. But I can't. I'm sorry for my mistakes. I tried my best. I swear.
Sean,
I'm so proud of you, and I know, just like Dad would be. We both learned a lot together, but you can make your own rules now. If we surrender, they will separate us, Daniel. And if that happens, promise me that you will always do the right thing, okay? Don't waste your power. Be smart like you already are.
I don't want to be separated.
Hear me out! Please! Don't make any more mistakes!
whatever happens, always remember that you're Daniel Diaz.
You know this is
I promise, Sean.
a trap. You can trust me. Please, get out of the car. Come on. There's no way out. This is our last
So,
warning. Listen up.
how does the story of the Wolf brothers end?
Step out of the car. Now.
The only thing, like, doesn't make much sense to me is why didn't they go to the same spot they were arrested at? Why would they choose to, I mean, is that the same spot? Actually, I don't think so. I think it's a different spot because there was no road there. Why didn't they just break another part of the wall or something? Why go through the toughest spot possible? I don't really get that. Anyway, I do understand that, you know, that's how the game goes, but it's just a bit weird. Well, I think surrendering is kind of the lame option. Probably... Okay, alright.
They make it to the other side.
What? You sure?
Trust me, okay? Just get us through. Hold on tight.
I don't wanna! I'm not hurting anyone else! Sean!
Open fire! It's too late! They're shooting at us, Daniel! This is the only way!
I'm sorry, Sean, but I have to go.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't turn back for me.
Daniel!
I hope you'll be happy in Mexico.
Okay. Okay. All right, let's see the stats first of all. Oh, only for that one? They don't have any. Okay, that's interesting. What about the prison? They don't have anything here whatsoever. I think, like, yeah, obviously the first one is probably the best one, but I don't know. You taught Daniel to use his best to follow the rules of society. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got the treasure hunt, 90%. Got closer to the mother. Wrote a letter. Said farewell. Why does that matter, really, though? Farewell to Joan. Okay, you hugged Karen. Calmed Diego. Freed the couple. Okay. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Overall, kind of the right choices, but still he didn't do it in the end. I'll have to check that. Actually, I have to check that now. Let's see. Let me see. No. Just give me a sec, guys. Let me see here. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. Now I kind of get it. Now I kind of get it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna give a rating to this game, but just give me a moment, guys. I need to have a think here. Where is the paper? Ah, here. Alrighty. Let's have a look. Need the support. Alright. Let's have a look here. Hmm. Okay. Okay. I guess it was pretty good, this one. Yeah. Okie dokie. So in total, the same as Reach. Give me a sec, guys. I'm thinking here because I have to also. I think I have to compare it to the first one. That would make more kind of sense. So I basically have to rate 2 games. I don't know. It was okay, I guess. First one, I have to kind of rewind the game in my head. Like, okay. Yeah, probably like a solid 9. So that first one. Okay. Yeah, the first one is so much better. That's what I thought. Okay. All right. I'm ready. Okay, guys, I'm gonna jump to the rating of Life is Strange 2. So I played, I don't know if there's anything else to this one, but I played kind of the canon game. So that's pretty much it. Let's start with gameplay. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. I think most things work, obviously, but there are some issues. For example, it basically has kind of timers for certain decisions, and it's a bit annoying sometimes because you just want a bit more time to think, but boom, it moves on and you miss the opportunity to pick the right option, right? So that's a bit of a shame. I think sometimes playing without the guide might be a bit tricky to figure out like what is what is where. I do remember certain kind of collectibles which might be quite tough to spot if you don't use the guide. So yeah, that's definitely one thing here. But overall, like, yeah, it works, but it just could be better. It could be a bit more refined, I guess. For the music, I'm gonna give it a 6. Look, for me, this is not very memorable. I could even give it a 5, actually, to be honest. I don't know, there's just really nothing memorable. It's just okay. There's a lot of tracks that seem to repeat, and I would not listen to anything really in particular in the future playlists. By the way, for the first one, because I have to compare here, for the gameplay, I would give it an 8, and for the music, I would also give it an 8. The music in the first one was great. There were so many tracks, To All of You, and Obstacles, and Spanish Sahara. Even the menu track was excellent, I thought. So there's definitely a couple of tracks that I gladly listen outside of the game. But this one, really nothing, really nothing. Graphics, I'm gonna give it an 8. I think the graphics are the strong point of this game. It definitely looks pretty good. The first one was more kind of cartoon anime look, I would say. This one is a bit more kind of CG, right? So, yeah, it looks good. Just more kind of wide areas here. The first game was mostly about Arcadia Bay, and yeah, you explore certain locations, but you are limited to relatively small environments like a house or the diner or, you know, the room later, the barn. Here it's more kind of open and kind of big like landscapes and stuff like that. But anyway, it looks good. The first one though, I would give it a 9 because, well, maybe because of the novelty effect. I just thought it was really kind of different from anything I was playing at the time, and some of the stuff in the first one looked really, really, really good. Like, for example, the ending when Max is driving to the city and it's like raining and shit, and that was really well lit and well done. So, yeah, for me again, the first one wins. Now the plot, the final category here is the plot. Now for this one, and maybe that will upset some people, and that's okay though, that's just my opinion. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Now, the reason is I didn't like most of the characters. By the way, that's the same car that's driving around again. That's weird. Anyway, I didn't like most of the characters in the game. I think the grandparents were a bit annoying. There's a bit too much. It's definitely like too much religion for me in this game. The church people were annoying. I thought like most of the people in the woods were quite annoying. I didn't like Finn. I know that you can even have a relationship with him, but it's like, no thank you. Cassidy, again, no thank you. The only kind of good, kind of interesting character I would like to have seen more of was Lila. But guess what? After the first episode, and I know you can call her a couple of times, but basically she never reappears in the game. Although, having said that, if you pick the ending of Surrender, basically what happens is that Daniel goes back to the grandparents anyway, okay? Sean goes to jail for 15 years. He's broken. He's emotionally broken by that. But when he's discharged, he's reunited with Daniel, Karen, and potentially Lila. Which is okay, thanks, but I don't want him to spend 15 years in jail. So that's the thing I didn't like about the ending. Oh, so the ending. Yeah, I didn't like the ending. There you go. That's another thing. There is a way to break through the border with both of them. But what happens, though, is that Daniel attacks the police and he kills a bunch of them. And that way you can escape into Mexico. But that's obviously kind of the wrong thing to do, because that means he's kind of a monster and he's a murderer, you know? So that's not what you want either. I don't know, like it just doesn't feel like a satisfactory resolution. In the first one, by the way, I give it 9 out of 10 for the first one. I know that it has 2 endings as well. The one where they drive away, which is really kind of not the good ending, you know, because, I mean, maybe for you it's kind of okay, but overall for the story, it's not the good ending. So if you go for Chloe dying, it gives you a satisfactory ending. I know that people might say, well, Chloe died, so that's bad, right? And yeah, it is. But the thing is, like, the game throughout the chapters was basically telling you she needs to die, okay? Like, there's the train scene, and there's like a bunch of other scenes where she almost dies, okay? So that's just basically life telling you, okay, life wants you gone. And eventually, like, when it happens, it still hits you, you know, and I know like many people cried, etc., and that's fine. But like it's still kind of the, if you want, the logical ending to the game, okay? Here, it's just more kind of messy. I don't know. I didn't really enjoy this one. In total, we get 26 out of 40, which is, you know, fairly average. I mean, it's okay, but I don't know. Like, if you want to kind of just play it, it's okay, but I much prefer the first one. The first one I rated 34 out of 40, so it's much, much, much better. The first one is just really, really epic, in my opinion. So play that one. This one, it's really up to you. To be honest with you, if I knew how this goes, probably I don't play it. Probably. I don't regret playing it though, but it's just not the best, let's say. Alright guys, that concludes my review of Life is Strange. So, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Next one is gonna be probably on Thursday or Friday. And I'm gonna do ActRaiser Renaissance. There we go. So until then, take care, stay safe, and Otaku Ops signing off. Peace. Okie dokie. And I finished early. I thought it would take the whole hour and a half, but it did not. Oh, now it's a different car. Now it's a white car. Anyway, maybe they have like, it's the same model of the car, but maybe the color changes. Should we wait for the next one? See what happens? Let's just wait for the next one. I don't know how long it takes though. Yeah, Lila, they just kind of screwed her in this game. It's like, okay, fuck you kind of thing. Here we have a cool character. And it's like, okay, no, we're not going to use that character. Instead, we're going to give you Finn and Cassidy. Okay. I don't want either of them. That's the thing. Hey, Key! Key! Oh, okay, now it's kind of... I think it might be the same model of the car, though, but it's just kind of brown. Or maybe they changed the color. Okay, alright. Well, I mean, obviously, it's kind of an obvious way to save resources, right? Okay. Alright, cool. Let me make myself smaller. Sorry, guys. I was just like, my cat was being annoying there. It's like, come on. You know what he's doing? Like, he has his bowl, right? And there's like no food right now because he has to wait until dinner time. And so what he's doing is that he's trying to find the kind of pieces, like there's like kind of small pieces here and small pieces like under or something, and he's trying to like push the bowl away and try. It's like, come on, it's so ridiculous. Like, don't do that. Okay, all right, I can put this back. By the way, right now I'm editing Vaporum. So I last night, I kind of finished video 3. I don't remember how many of them there are, but probably like 6 or something. 6 or 7, I guess. Anyway. And I'm uploading... With the uploads, I'm way, way behind. I'm still doing Halo. Halo Reach, I just finished. So I'm basically like... If you look at my list of games here... Sorry, it's a bit bright. With my uploads, I'm actually right here right now. I have all of this to go. Now, most of this is already edited, by the way. It's good to go. It's just, you know, I need to kind of upload it at a certain pace, let's say. Don't want to upload it too fast. But basically, yeah, I'm only here, and all of that is edited until here. This is Vaporum right here. And then Life is Strange 2. These two are not done. So yeah. And there's also the Nintendo thing, by the way, which is there's still a couple of videos I have already edited, about 7 of them, I think. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff coming up, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. So again, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Life is Strange with me. Hope you enjoyed the experience. I didn't really, but okay, it is what it is. So tomorrow I'm working, unfortunately, but Thursday probably and Friday I'll be back. So just stay tuned. And yeah, ActRaiser Renaissance is gonna be next. I played the one on the Super when I was a kid. I beat it many times. So this is the remake, obviously on Steam. Let's see how it goes. Okay, guys, peace and take care.